Now just be careful with it when you pull it out, because the telephone wires are very small, and if you jerk it or anything, you might pull it off and then think, okay, where does it go on the little attachment on the back of this plate? Okay. Now see, here's some wires of the telephone wire they didn't even use. They only used a couple wires, an orange one and a green one, it looks like. Okay. Like they spliced it together. And they're going down, and that's the way we want it to go down. And we did a little inspection on this earlier on figuring out what we're going to have to do, because if these wires went up, obviously I couldn't pull it down far enough, unless sometimes if the wires are going up, you might be able to still pull them out. And the last telephone installer, he might have bunched up some wires down there that you can take this and gently unravel it and see if you've got it long enough to go down, you know, wherever you want. And in our case, that's what we're doing. We're gonna locate that underneath here, so it's not going to be as well, it's going to be unsightly down there. Okay, so what I have to do is figure out if I want to take that plate off, and really I don't want to take the plate off. I mean, there's some tape on the back side of this, and it's underneath that where they've connected it. Now if I have to remove that, I might be able to do that. I really don't want to. I'm hoping to leave that alone. My cut-in plate here, I was hoping I could take this and maybe tape it and shove it down the wall, and because there's no insulation in this wall, and cut the hole underneath here and run it sideways. And see there, if I run it sideways, I can still slip it right through the cut-in plate like that, and I don't have to undo these wires at all. Okay, so I'm going to put some electrical tape around here and get this all ready. I don't want to shove it down the wall like this, because I could bind on these wires and it might pull apart. Last thing I want is for when I get it back down there, I don't want to plug it back into the telephone and have it not work. If it doesn't work at that point, we'd have to call up the telephone company, get a telephone installer out here, troubleshooter, and have him do that. There might be some costs involved with that. Excuse me. And you know, it's not a life or death situation, but we don't really want to do that. We want to save that money and do it right.